BRICS is positioning itself as an effective champion of the global south. South Africa became the first beneficiary of BRICS expansion in 2010 when it joined the influential bloc.
South Africa felt that we should be part of this configuration. And us joining BRICS enriched BRICS. As much as we benefited, BRICS also benefited, because you could not have a global south body that excludes the African continent and expect to be effective. And I think BRICS realized that, and that is why they invited South Africa at the end of 2010 to join as a full member of BRICS, and we did so when we attended the Sanya Summit in March 2011 in China.
Trade among BRICS nations has also grown exponentially. South African diplomats say this presents a golden opportunity for Pretoria.
In terms of PPP GDP, BRICS now account for 31%, 31.7% more precisely, of global GDP, as against 30.5% of the G7. And Goldman Sachs, who coined this term, BRIC, has stated that by 2030, BRICS will account for 50% of global GDP. So BRICS is not only a powerful force of the global south in terms of trying to change the fault lines in terms of the global geopolitics, but it's also changing what is happening in the economic space globally.
The business community says it's fully behind BRICS.
There is no doubt that you're better off being part of something that occupies that extent of global economy and will grow extensively into the future. It doesn't mean that as a business community in South Africa, we are only demonstrating interest in BRICS. Of course, we look at it as an opportunity wherever there is economic growth potential and wherever our interests reside as a country, the business community, that is where we tend to place focus, emphasis and resource as well.
There's going to be obviously a lot of agreements on a whole range of issues. So what's important is to be able to consolidate, but to be able to track in real time what has actually been achieved, so that when you move from summit to summit, you know what you've done and what is actually left to be done. So I think the whole discussion of expansion also revolves around strengthening the internal capacity of BRICS.
All eyes will be on South Africa next month as it hosts the BRICS summits, and it comes as the world is facing a myriad of challenges such as wars, climate change and others. Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.